My name is Ricky Moses, and I'm a carpenter because I love to work with my hands. Just off of the pure satisfaction of being able to create something from nothing, really is the coolest part about it. I think it's a lifelong pursuit. If you really look at any profession that comes back from beginning of time, we'll say, carpentry is an all-encompassing job description. And so you can get to know basic skills in certain points of a certain industry pretty quickly within a couple of years, maybe even a couple of months, depending on your skill set and your hand-eye coordination. But you're going to have a lifelong pursuit of continuously learning more and more about the different aspects within the craft in itself. It's going to really depend on city versus non-city, union versus non-union, and really depend on the exact sector you're going into. A lot of people don't realize that there's anywhere from cabinet makers to house builders to people that work on the highways and bridges. Each sector or subsector is going to command a different type of rate for the quality and skill of that work. So it could range anywhere between $10 and $25 in your first year or whatever you're doing, because of the unique skill set that you might need is going to be higher, let's say, in dock building than it is if you're just a carpenter helper or an assistant on a residential job. Like I said, I think it really depends on, where you are within the industry. I mean, I'm currently in my 4th year of my union apprenticeship, and I've worked in the commercial, the residential, and the heavy highway bridge building unit. And I went back to the bridge building unit, and you work with everything from a chainsaw one day to a torch the next, to sending signals to a crane, working down at Airmark and installing doors, taking drywall to different parts of the job site. I mean, it really can be a lot of different things. It can get, like a routine, but it just depends on the job and the specific company that you're working for and the type of work that they're doing. Success, I don't think, is really defined just by carpentry. I think success is all a mindset, and I think no matter what industry you look within, the people that are successful in that industry have the same characteristics, whether it's, Beethoven to, Tiger Woods to Bruce Lee to, Spike Lee. They all have a certain characteristic of something that is unteachable, and I think you have to really see that whatever you really want out of life, you can make happen, but you have to have that fire within to make it happen, the will. Union is built off of the ancient guilds of the European unions, where you were an apprentice, and then once your journeyman who was above you said that you were ready to go off on a journey, you would journey around the country or around wherever you were and barter your work for food and shelter. And so in the American version of it, when you become a journeyman, you can travel anywhere in the Americas, all the way from here to Canada, and work from any company in any sector, as long as you've graduated from the appropriate school for that specific industry, like, pile drivers versus cabinet makers are a different apprenticeship, but it's all under the carpenter realm. Really the opportunity is endless as far as what you can do. I mean, everything around you, a carpenter probably had his hands on. I would say, depending on what you really want out of life, like if you want to be, part of a brotherhood and sisterhood and, be part of a union, then, I would suggest going to your local, union hall and getting some more information from your reps and see what the apprenticeship process is all about, depending on where you are in the country. So, but if you're not going that way, then, you better read, you better find a mentor. You really have to stay up on what's going to be coming along down the pipeline, as far as if you're going to do it on your own without any guidance. So I would read anywhere from the journal, like the JLC, to Fine Home Building, to the Taunton's books is really good, as far as a lot of good carpentry skill stuff. So that's what I would do.